mayonnaise. I'm sure that's a bigger word. I don't.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back on into the Witching Hour. I think that's what we're going to be rolling with as the name of this stream. I got my double audio going on there. Gotta mute that on the YouTube. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome on into the Witching Hour. Here, I'm Thomas Viola from Unabated, and we are going to be rolling through to the end of the first hour of games here, or the first round of games here today. The morning slate. We have some okay games going on and some absolute blowouts here, but we're going to be talking about in-game lines, taking a look at the numbers, taking a look at maybe some chances to try and make some bets, and also we are going to be, of course, sweating out our bets here. So let me know what it is that you are riding, what it is that you have your money on this afternoon and are really hoping comes through for you. I know I've got a bunch of prop stuff going on as well. But yeah, we are here to have some fun. So throw your questions, comments in the chat. I am here to answer anything that I can and also just to commiserate and celebrate with all of you as we roll through on this fine Sunday morning / afternoon, depending on where you are in the world / country. And let's take a look to start off here. Let's take a look at some of the games that have been going on so far and some of the surprises we've had. As Jeff Corner says, hey, what's up? Jansen Webb's here too. There we go. Crowd's coming in. What's up, boys? It's good to see you both back again. What are you guys sweating today? Let me know. You know that I am sweating my New York Jets. I have them in a couple Survivor pools that I'm still alive in. I am out of the Circa Survivor contest. I have one that was a 600-member pool down to 26 of us here now. And I kind of took a dive this week and was like, I'm taking the Jets and the 49ers. I know it's chalk and it's the top two pick teams, but this was a rough week. I did have one Vikings entry in one Survivor contest. Feeling good about that. That's also one of the few straight side bets that I made this week. Tom says, go Jets. Yes, we're seeing Aaron Rodgers leading this team in rushing right now, which is absolutely wild. But yeah, let's take a look at the games. Let's see what we've got going on so far. Of course, starting us off here at the halftime, most of the games at half right now. Pittsburgh Steelers and Indianapolis Colts. It's 17-3 in favor of the Colts here, who were 3-point underdogs, 2.5-point underdogs, depending on where you were going into this game here. Let's if I switch it back to the pregame market here, 2.5-point underdogs really was where you got them. And good news, I don't know if you're going to have to worry about that +3. It's only 2 touchdowns, but we'll have to see there with Joe Flacco in at quarterback for the Colts. Anthony Richardson hurt. He is out for the game with a hip injury here. Mind-boggling to call a read option after your quarterback just got hurt on the same drive. Just incredible job by the Colts there, but they do lead by 2 touchdowns right now. They are 10.5-point favorites on the live line. The Minnesota Vikings, putting a hurting to the Green Bay Packers here. They closed. You could get them +3 at one point, very, very late on here, and that just felt like a bridge too far for me, as Captain Jack would say. I took some Vikings, and feeling pretty good about this one. Shout out to Sam Darnold. He is playing absolutely fantastic here. I'm a Darnold truther. Everybody here already knows that, and they are absolutely rolling as they go into halftime there. Meanwhile, the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Personally, I'm going to be riding Trevor Lawrence here. Need to get him over on passing yards, and also took a little flyer on him at 22-1. Jansen Webb saying Darnold is a new man with these wide receivers. He really is. You just give that guy some talent. Turns out he was actually a good quarterback. Who knew? As the Jets are going to be going for a field goal to make it a 6-0 game going into halftime. We're going to have plenty of teaser watch because there are a bunch of games here that were definite teaser candidates going into going into the games from this morning. So we're going to be watching them closely. But Jacksonville right now, they are almost a touchdown underdog, depending on where you can get that line. And quite frankly, I don't hate that +7 that's hanging around at Caesars right now. Nice to be getting that extra point, even though it is a 4-point game right now. Something to watch there. The Saints and the Falcons are in an interesting one because the Falcons haven't done much to move the ball offensively. They have 2 defensive touchdowns here in this game so far, but lead 17-14 over the Saints. They closed in that one as 2.5-point favorites. And that line right on the money at the half right now. Jets, meanwhile, taking this 35-yard attempt to take a 6-0 lead into the locker room in that game because for the lack of offense that has been happening in this Jets-Denver game, terrible field conditions out here. But for the lack of offense, This game has taken longer than any other game on the slate to get into the half here as the kick is up and good. Good. Looked for a minute like it might be no good there, but Greg Zorline puts it through. It is 6-0 Jets going into the half here. Meanwhile, the Los Angeles Rams down 6-10 to the Chicago Bears here. This game, they closed as 3-point underdogs, and that is exactly where they sit at 3.5, really around town right now. So you can get some 3.5 on the Rams. You're getting an extra half point off of that line at the start of the game, but they are down 4 points right now. That game's just been a weird one so far. Caleb Williams not doing much. Jeff Corner, yay. Zerline made the kick. We got it. We are happy there. And hey, the Packers coming out of halftime here, going into halftime here, the Packers are going to be on the board. A touchdown to Jaden Reed there. Jalen Reed, Jaden Reed, Jay Reed. I'm still used to Jordan Reed, the tight end who's no longer playing. So I think this was Jaden Reed. Gets a nice touchdown. Packers on the board here. To take another sip of my drink there. I need the caffeine boost in me. Tampa Bay and the Eagles. This is another game that was definitely on a little bit of teaser watch. Jaden Reed Jansen. Thank you. Tampa Bay and the Eagles, 24-7 at the half here. Eagles have not shown much at all in terms of in terms of being able to play this week, but no AJ Brown, no Devonta Smith. Just rough for them here, and this is a really good bounce back spot for Tampa. I'm not surprised by this one. I do have Tampa in a few teasers, but again, we'll get into teaser watch here. Well, meanwhile, the Cincinnati Bengals 21-14 over the Carolina Panthers right now. They are laying just over a touchdown. If you think that the Bengals can keep this up, again, let me know in the comments. I mean, Jansen, Jeff, you guys are hanging out with me. I don't know how many more people we have here, but like I can avoid from prognosticating on my personal views on some of these games, or I can give you my thoughts. Let me know. Jeff Corner says the Steelers are playing terrible. They are. I need Justin Fields to really start heating up. I have his passing yard over. Very disappointed. I had Anthony Richardson's passing yard over too. He is killing me out there with the injury, but that is a risk you take with Anthony Richardson. Anyway, I really do like I like Panthers +8, honestly. I think that this is a game that's going to come down to the wire here. Andrew Rivers saying prognosticate away. Jansen saying give us personal thoughts. I live bet Cincy at 4.5. I mean, I like Cincy minus the 4.5. I like them under a touchdown. Right now, if I was live betting this game, I would for sure be taking the Panthers here. Jeff Corner says my boss is at the game, and you can bet he is not happy with his Steelers. Oof. Yeah, I've got a couple Steeler friends here. They're not thrilled right now. But honestly, if you're a Steelers fan, how much can you really be complaining? You are 3-0 on the season right now. No one saw them being there at this point. And quite frankly, they look like they could win the division. The Ravens, if the Ravens play poorly tonight against the Bills, that division becomes wide open. Jeff says, I think the Rams cover the spread. Dog, I agree with you. I think the Rams win this game. I liked the Rams pregame, and I still don't disagree with it. It's not like the Bears have done that much here so far. Let's take a look. Just trying to pull it up here. Like, how many yards does Caleb Williams have so far in this game? By my count, he's still at like 71 passing yards. They're not doing a great job. The Bears aren't doing a great job here against a Rams defense that you should really be able to pass against, as Derek Carr gets another completion there. This was something, if you were on with Derek Carty, if you watched our show with Derek Carty on Friday, I mentioned that Derek Carr completions and passing yards were two things that I was going to be on this week. I know I'm doubling up on it. Ooh, Taysom Hill is questionable to return with an abdomen injury. That sucks. 2 touchdowns for him so far. But yeah, Derek Carr, this feels like a game that's going to turn into a shootout. And so far it has 17-14. It's not like the offenses are doing too much so far, but they should be moving. They should really be moving a little further along as we go in this game. They have incentive to continue passing the ball. Andrew Rivers saying, are the Circa live lines always down? Yes. The reason for that is Circa doesn't let you bet in between plays. So they don't, their live lines aren't as automated. So basically, you have to wait for a stoppage in play, like a timeout or or end of quarter commercial break, anything like that. So that's why their lines are always down like that. That's why they look like that. I'm going to throw Bet Rivers and DraftKings up here. Although actually, I'm realizing now, well, it doesn't matter as much because I'm on my I'm on my personal account here, which doesn't matter as much. It's not as big of a deal for this. I should switch over to that other account, but honestly, we're looking at live lines here. We're not using an unabated line anyway, so it's not as big of a deal on the best line feature and that kind of thing. As the Saints punt it away here. All right, we've got games coming out of that half here. Let's take a look at next up. Let's take a look at some totals, and then from there we'll go into some of these teaser territories. You've got the Colts Steelers game starting back up there at 20. Total in this game was at 41. We're right on pace in this one. If I switch over to the live line there, you're seeing, yeah, pretty much just right back around where it opened as we head into the second half here. Vikings and Packers. This is another one of those blowouts that just might get us over the total because the Vikings are doing all the work themselves. If they can get another score, and then you're sitting pretty in garbage time here. Pregame 44. You need 2 more scores in that one. It's up to 55 on the live line. Another one that we're liking here, if you had the over, Jacksonville and the Texans, they're at 30. They need 2 more scores to start getting near that neighborhood of the 44-45 range. That one live is a 51 here. So you're sitting pretty if you've got a couple of these overs so far. Saints Falcons is another one. If you were sitting on that pregame, you're feeling good. Meanwhile, the other side of the slate, Rams Bears, you're feeling good on the under. You're feeling really good on the Jets Broncos under. A historic lack of offense going on here so far. What's that total down to? 21.5? 21.5 for the game? Man. I know no one did anything on offense in the first half, but that's low. Oh man, that is a very low total. I have my eye on that one. All right, Jeff Corner, what do you think of the Bills and Ravens? Let's go to the pregame numbers. Let's go to some spreads. Bills and Ravens tonight. I mean, first off, fantastic teaser leg opportunity here. I have the Bills going plus 8.5 in a bunch of teasers this weekend, and I like them to win the game. I think that we're a little overvalued on the Ravens right now. This is a team that wants to run the ball but doesn't have an offensive line. And that strikes me as a very, very big problem if that is what you want to do. And I'm very low on the Ravens at this point, which I hate to say because I did have a future on them preseason, but mostly just pizza money. I like them at 10-1. I do not like them anymore at 15 now. This team needs to fix its offensive line woes, and the Buffalo Bills defense has been able to get after it. I like the Bills to win this game straight up. I think the Bills are legit. But yeah, absolutely teasing them. Jansen, I had a Ravens future last year too. I feel like the Ravens are always going to be that team where there's value in the futures market, but it's never coming true. That's just the way that it works, and it is very, very annoying. Now, meanwhile, we've got Kirk Cousins out here running for his life, and he's going to throw that ball away right before he would have been sacked. So it'll be second down for the Falcons here. They're deep in their own territory. Let's see if we've got anything really particularly moving on here around the league. Looking at the red zone feed right now. Let's see. Where do I have red zone up? I've got red zone up, and there's nothing going on in a game when red zone is currently on the Steelers at the 50. And there's a flag on the play. Looks like a false start for the offense there. Wonderful. Delay of game on the offense. Jansen said, well, being a Louisville fan, I love Lamar Jackson, so a little bias there. Hey, I watched Louisville walk into the Carrier Dome and Lamar Jackson absolutely shred Syracuse. I watched that with my own 2 eyes. He was my favorite quarterback in that draft class coming out, sans Sam Darnold, who is finally someone that you can believe in. But I couldn't believe that he was drafted 32nd overall. And Lamar is not the problem on the Ravens offense. It's the offensive line that are the woes. I love Lamar Jackson as a quarterback. I think he's ridiculously talented. The hurdle game. Yes, it was the hurdle game, Jansen. You remember. Oh, man, he absolutely shredded us. I saw Travis Etienne do the same thing to us. I've watched Syracuse get demolished in some of those games. Hoping I won't see that against UNLV on Friday. It's going to be my first Syracuse game in person since the Carrier Dome days. All right. Meanwhile, we got the Rams driving. Right now. Let's take a look at that. And then I did promise us some teaser watch. So we'll be sure to be on the lookout for those games as well. I mean, if I was going to be making in-game bets right now, I would say that the three things that I most want are maybe not Bengals Panthers anymore. I gotta see where that game is popping up now. Because I don't think I have that one on my screen. I think that's the one that I'm missing at the moment. So I got to get that up and running on my screen here. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that game up real quick if you don't mind giving me just a second to find that one. You know a game is bad when YouTube TV isn't even putting it on the home screen for you. There we go. Thought I had everything up, but hey, there was one that was eluding me. All right. Yeah, the Bengals are going down to score right now. Tampa Philly in-game live action here. Yeah, let's take a look at some Tampa Philly here because 10.5, 9.5 is a lot to cover. FanDuel does have a 10.5 out here right now. And zooming in on this game, because let's see, we are in the third quarter here. Where are we? Zooming in on this game right now. They are looking to score. Oh yeah, they're right on the goal line. They're right on the goal line right now. Yeah, Tampa and Philly. That game, that one would be worth a look here. I wish you were getting 10, but I understand why you're not. Could Philly be coming back in this one? Could Tampa get if you can get the 9.5s that are still out there and moving around? Caesars, if they've got 9.5 right now, it looks like that might be something worth jumping on. Yeah, Philly on the 5. Barkley had a nice breakout run there. Thank you very much, gents. I need to get a fourth monitor. That's what I need. I've got 3 monitors here, but I need a fourth up top so I can have the unabated line and everything open at the same time. But I am really partial to some Jets total. If you can get the 21.5, if you can get the over 21.5 here, I mean, you still need 3 scores. But I feel like we can get 3 scores in the second half. You feel like these defenses aren't going to be able to hold on forever, and they're going to make some adjustments at halftime. We're probably going to see more running of the football here, as the Bengals are making their way into the end zone as well. And it looks like the Eagles have scored there. Yeah, the Eagles have scored. They have made it a 9-point game, extra point pending here. Could the Eagles be coming back in this one? Hey, if we've got a game on our hands there, that would be kind of nice. All right, let's see what else I've got here. As far as teasers go, we've got a couple different. We got plenty of different teaser opportunities here. Let's take a look at some teasers from pregame. You had the Colts, who were an obvious teaser candidate here at the 8.5. They are looking pretty good so far. Vikings are looking phenomenal. Also, a team that you could have teased up. Saints, not looking terrible. Saints are still covering their Wong teaser here. The Rams, if you teased it, probably not the most plus EV, but it depends on the shop you got. It depends on where you got things. And then we also had, let's see, 2.5 there. You had Tampa. Tampa was teasable, and they are currently well within covering that teaser. They're feeling pretty good there. And then the Jets. The Jets are definitely the shakiest leg here, and of course, that's the one that I have the most on, with the Jets teased down to 1.5 or 2, depending on where you got it. Oof. All right. All right. Let's see what else we've got going on in these games right now. What are you guys sweating? Let me know. Let me know in the chat what you guys have going on right now. What are we looking to ride as a squad here as we get set to go for the third quarters of some of these games? And we're already into the third quarter of some of them, thankfully. Because quite frankly, this slate could use a little bit of a boost as the Rams only get a field goal there. Rams only get a field goal on that drive. So it's going to be 10-9 in favor of the Bears. And switching back over to the live numbers here, what is their spread out now? Live, you're getting them. You can find a +2.5. You can find a +2.5 at DraftKings. ESPN bet has 2.5 at a flat 110. Andrew, are you going Braylon Allen rush over? Oh, you've got rush over. I've got under 8.5 on his rushing attempts, which you are looking better off than I am. I've got Javonte Williams over and Braylon Allen under. They're both sitting at 5. I've got under 8.5 and over 8.5 respectively on those guys. Mike Evans is absolutely going to blow my under out of the water on him. He's at 67 yards. He's at 68.5. But yeah, finding a rogue 7.5, that's a good way to go. And I think you're going to get, I'm inclined to believe you're going to get there. You have, yep, Jansen, I am riding the same exact bet as you are there. I don't think we're going to get that one. I do have Rachaad White over his rushing yard total. He's at 33. His number is at 34.5. So we'll see. I need more Tyler Algier work. They killed the man, but not the idea. We need more Tyler Algier in Atlanta. He's only got 2 rushing attempts. I need 6.5. Derek Carr, 17.5 completions. He's already at 14 here, but he's only at 97 of the 196 passing yards. Kirk Cousins, though, 137 to his 207. You got it at even money on the Rachaad White. I got -110. So good on you, man. Good way to find the right one there. I feel like any of us who are in the Derek Carty show really need Trevor Lawrence to step it up, which could happen. I also have a couple home runs today because I was on with Matt Modi before, early in the morning stream. And so we naturally had to, eventually the talk drifted to dongs. And I ended up giving out a few for the first time ever. I've got like Vlad Guerrero and Corbin Carroll. That's it. But that would be fun. Jerry saying absolutely. Cheers, Jerry. I don't know if I've seen you in chat before, but hey, great to have you here. Thanks for being here. And a reminder to everybody, don't forget to click that follow button. If you're not already following us here on Unabated Live, hit that follow button. Never miss a minute. Never miss any of the shows. We can have a great time. We're having a great time out here every week. We've got some great prop shows on Friday. We're going to be adding some NBA content to the slate too. So you're going to have a whole lot to get you through this entire season. Jerry's a lurker. Well, hey, we appreciate you coming out of the shadows and being here with us. Jansen didn't take Lawrence yards, but took Christian Kirk over 46.5. Prayers up for you. We've got a lot of correlation on our numbers together here as the Bo Nix uncorks a deep bomb that's going to get almost picked off, but it's going to be 3rd and 15 instead. Bo Nix has one of the most incredible stat lines I've ever seen right now. Let me see if it's still going on. But last I checked, there was a point where he had 5 completions for -5 yards. He has 8 completions for 16 yards. He is averaging 2 yards per completion here right now. That is just absurd on so many levels. Javonte Williams is up to 6 carries, though, which is very, very good news for me. And on the flip side of that, Breece Hall has 9 carries for 3 yards, which is unideal, suboptimal, as some would say. And Jerry, what are we saying boom to there? Did something happen in one of these games? Looks like trying to look for someone here. Bears and Caleb Williams right now, they're driving down the field. They're up to midfield at the moment. Broncos are doing absolutely nothing here, which makes me worried for that total. Let me check in on some Jets spreads. Jets 9.5 spread. I don't know. Oh, nothing happened. Just said boom because I'm not looking anymore. Hey, man. Well, hey, we're glad to have you here. All right. This Jets game is interesting, and I'm putting aside my fandom here because no one cares about that in the first place. I feel like if you wanted to play an in-game number in this, you have Jets -9.5, which I don't love at all because no one's doing any offense. But if anybody's going to be doing any offense here, it's the Jets at this point. However, if you're going to bet on any offense happening, doesn't it make more sense to take the total that is now down to 20.5? And if you can find one of these 20s, like we've got 19.5s now, and that's really critical because we've finally crossed below needing 2 touchdowns. That's it. Like, I almost want to take some of that. I'm going to take a look at some of these live lines and see what I've got going on. But I'm really tempted to just spring it and say we get 2 touchdowns in this Jets game. Ridgever's saying Fields looking like Chicago Fields, dude. Of course, I finally bet his passing yard over, and this is what we're getting out of the Steelers here. No one is healthy. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be out there playing on the Colts offense, on the Colts defense, and the Eagles offense this week. Like, this is absolutely absurd that they cannot move this football. All right, one of my books is giving me 20.5 still on the Jets. But Caesars is giving you a nice 19.5 at -120 here. Like, I know we have Pinnacle and Bookmaker both at the 20.5 numbers, but I don't know, man. Maybe I'm waiting for one more drive, one more failed drive, but this feels like something that I'm really interested in playing, just because the number is so low at this point, and we're asking for 2 touchdowns and a quarter and a half of football. More than that. I feel like you're going to get some sort of positive regression here, especially from the Jets offense. Jansen also agreeing with me on the 19.5. It is Aaron Rodgers. What I really wish we had, let me see if would have been nice if we could use that calculator, but we don't have a 2H calculator for the NFL going just yet. Meanwhile, the Bears are driving here. Caleb Williams only has 92 yards, though. By the way, yeah, Andrew saying 19.5 is a pretty important number given the score here. Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. I don't want these 20.5s, but I'm really interested in some of these 19.5s we've got on the board. I can lay a little more juice with that at the -120, especially because you look at, like, FanDuel's got -114, Circa's got -112 here, all on 20.5s. My favorite prop today. I mean, I'm not going to go in hindsight, although I really did love Derek Carr completions, which we look to be hitting. I really loved that one, but I think my favorite prop of the day is Gardner Minshew passing yard under. This is one that I feel like you have really good potential to ladder and take like some ridiculous alt, because if the Raiders can't get going and you're at halftime and Gardner Minshew's sitting on 50 yards passing, which I think is a completely possible stat line. Just given, I mean, how many quarterbacks have we seen today struggling to this point? You could potentially ladder some of this, because I don't think he's got that long of a leash, and I think they could come out in this. If they're not moving the ball on offense, they could come out and just and play Aiden O'Connell in the second half, and you could get away with a massive ladder. So I would say that is my favorite prop of the day. Although I always love Samaje Perine over rushing yards, because he's at 9.5, and like they absolutely let him run the ball. He's going to get that. All right, DraftKings is at 19.5 -115. Bucky Irving. I know we need we don't even need a good we don't even need a good Rachaad White run. We need one run from him. Just get 2 yards. And we just lost our Evans over. Well, you win some, lose some, don't you? All right, I am grabbing that. I'm grabbing that in-game number on the Jets right now. And DraftKings is up to 20.5. Or, oh wait, I'm on FanDuel. That's why. I'm on the wrong book. I opened up FanDuel. Just a positive run. That's all we need. They also need to free Sean Tucker, because Sean Tucker is actually good at football. And Caesars is now down to -105. All right, I'm jumping on this right now. Yeah. All right, I'm in. I took the Jets. I took the Jets Broncos line over. So there we go. We are riding on that, and just because I have to be good about my booking, I am going to add that into my bet tracking real quick. Which makes for great television right here on our screens, but hey. I think Cardinals should do well in fantasy, by the way. You've got Murray and Dortch. Yes, if you want to go and bet the house on the Cardinals right now, I have not that anybody cares, but I have Jaden Daniels and Kyler Murray are my fantasy football quarterbacks, and every week so far this season, I have played the wrong one, and I'm playing Jaden Daniels. I'm playing Jaden Daniels this week, so Kyler Murray going off on the moonshot there, guarantee it. Teaser plays for the 4 p.m. slate here. Yes, we absolutely have some teaser stuff that we can talk about here, Andrew. And by the way, guys, thank you so much. Again, with a slate like this, especially, feel free to hit me with any questions, anything that we can talk about at all. And I'm happy to talk about it because this is a rough slate right now. And it's also just way better content when we're all hanging out and talking like this. I love it. We've got a bunch of good teaser opportunities here. You've got the Raiders plus 2.5 versus the Browns. That's a teaser spot. You have the Chiefs -1 versus the Chargers. That's a good teaser spot. You have the Bills plus 2.5. That's a good teaser spot here. And we've got the Titans Dolphins on Monday night as well. All potential teaser spots here. Like, let's take a look. But why not fire up the market here, see what we can find. If you've got a plus 160, like, that's really what you're going to want to bet on some of these for 3-teamers. But if you just take a look at some of the games that we've got going on later, yeah, I'm guessing that these are going to be slightly negative EV to right around positive. Okay, we're right on the doorstep, but they're still showing that there is some good value there. Like, there we go. We've still got positive edges on these teasers, and you've got good teasing the Kansas City total down. And I've got a whole bunch of stuff riding to the second half of these windows. Titans tomorrow night could end up killing me, but I really hope that they don't. But I like that plus 8.5. It would be nice to get a big teaser day through. It would be really nice. As the Jets are, I don't want to call it driving. They're not doing great. They're not doing terrible. They're trying to move the ball right now. They were backed up to their own goal line. They're up to the 30 right now. Let's see. What else is going on here? Tampa moving in for another score, but it's Bucky Irving getting that half-yard carry for us. Jansen, I know we're talking about football, but all MLB teams playing today and some edges in the first 5 totals out there. Sure, why not? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some first 5 totals. I'm actually going to unshare my screen real quick because I'm going to switch over my account so that we can get all of the books on there, because I actually had my my personal Unabated account open, which just is set to all Las Vegas books. And let's expand that range out. All right, boom. Let's see here. We've got first 5 inning totals. All right, yeah. Sports Interactive, if you've got that, Sports Interaction, if you've got them, we've got we've got a decent edge here on the under 4.5 in the Mets Brewers game. Philly blocked the extra point and scored the 2. Wow, that could mean something later on. That could mean something. And here we go with the Jets. Here's what I was talking about. Aaron Rodgers started 2 for 9 for like 12 yards and is now up. His last 8 completions have been for 100 yards. They're finally moving the football, but a flag there for a false start, like the 5th of the game for the Jets here. Really loving this edge. You have a 3-bet, 3ET, however you pronounce it, with under 4 at even money, but it looks like that's going away right now on the White Sox Tigers game here. Milwaukee Brewers still looking pretty good at that 4.5 -125 spot there. All right. Let's get back to some of these live numbers. We got a Saints field goal to get back on the board, and meanwhile we got Trevor Lawrence and the Jags trying to drive here on 2nd and 4. Jets now have a 3rd and 14. They're killing me. We need offense in that game. We need some offense there, as they're not going to get anywhere near that first down. It's going to be 4th down. Jets are going to punt this ball away. Jaguars trying to get in and take the lead here. Steelers not doing much of anything. Travis Etienne back in the game for the Jags, though. And we're going to have a punt from Morstead coming up here for the Jets, as kind of expected. Rashad White had another run and went backwards. He went from 33 to 32 yards. This is killing us. Man, this guy was like RB1 last season. I could use the Rams throwing to Tyler Johnson a little bit down the stretch here. I had him at over 2.5 receptions, and that is not going well for me right now. But Tyler Algier is up to 3 rushing attempts, and I'm hoping that we can get him 4 more in the second half. But there's only one more quarter of football, so Falcons would need to be salting the game away. Jeff asked Tom, are you able to watch all of the games? Yes. Ooh, Jags taking the lead here. Christian Kirk getting the touchdown pass. Trevor Lawrence throwing the ball. Jeff, yeah, I have all 7 games up on my screen right now because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have all 8 games up on my screen here. I must be missing someone because I have one feed that's on Red Zone. But yes, I do have all the games. Yeah, Jags are winning right now, man. Let's take a look at the Circa Survivor Sweat. I'll pull that up here for a second, and we'll see who we have to watch out for in this early window. Not that if you're still alive and you're watching this stream, like, wow, thank you. Let's take a look at this sweat right now because we do have some information on this. 49ers and Jets, most taken teams this week. 49ers will be playing this afternoon. Jets obviously playing right now. They are in the lead, but it's 6-0 there. Bengals, third most picked team. They're not hanging on, but they're not secure yet. You're certainly not putting things away. But 21 of the remaining contestants, 3.3% of the field on the Texans right now. They could be sweating. Bo Nix, 16 yards after 2.5 quarters. Why didn't I take his under? I'm pretty sure Derek Carty talked about that one too. Really regretting not taking that decision. All right. Let's see here. Rams are looking to score right now. And Rams are really driving down the field right now. Kyron Williams just broke on one. Someone in the Panthers game looked like he was down for the count, but he looks like he's up now, which is good. But Kyron Williams bringing us, Rams are getting ready to go in and try and get some points in this game and take the lead here. You know, what's the Rams on the money line right now if you can get them? Rams money line, we got some plus 160s out there. Caesars has plus 195. Yeah, if I can get some Rams too, because they are down 17-10, right? 17-9 right now. I don't know, end of the third quarter, but they are driving. Jeff Corner, I'm happy to see everyone chatting. Awesome football fans. All right. What do you guys think? We've got the quarter break here. Rams going in to score. I like me some Rams money line here. I'm not going to lie to you. I like me some Rams money line, especially if I can still get it at this 2-1 number. Oh, yeah. They're down to 165. Rams down to 165. FanDuel still got them at 170. If you have ESPN bet and you can get in at plus 190 right now, I mean, I'm really not hating that price at all if you can still get a plus 190 on them there. Locked in 165, still have faith. Let me see what the best line I can find is on this team right now. Yeah, the ESPN line at plus 190 is definitely your favorite if you can get it. I think I'm going to be passing on this one unless, let me take a look at that FanDuel number. Plus 172. Hey, Steelers get the score there. Thank you so much, Jeff, for the update. ESPN just dropped to 170. Andrew says, I mean, Bookmakers has it at plus 184. Pinnacle's down to 160. You are getting a little bit of value on this plus 168. As Pittsburgh hits the extra point as well. So now it's 17-10 in that game there. Big third down coming up here for the Broncos. 3rd and 2. Texans driving here. What's the Texans number at? Texans are still pretty favored here. Big 3rd and 2 here for the Denver Broncos. They get it. So maybe they can get a drive going here. They're at the 25. They're at their own 25 right now. Oh man. I'm having a tough I feel like whatever I do is going to be the wrong answer in this Rams game, but let's see what this number opens back up at here when let's see what the number opens back up here on 3rd and goal, because this is really going to be the determining factor here. If these lines start dropping, it's telling me that the Rams score a touchdown here. ESPN just clicked on 5-1 for a minute, but the Rams do get the TD. All right, Rams get the touchdown. Kyron Williams gets it. And that is going to put them that is going to put them right back in this. If you can still get a number on this, good luck. Yeah, they're down to plus 120. I'm officially tapping out. I missed the boat on it. You guys who got it, good work for you. As the Jets get flagged for an illegal shift. And how did the Jets get the ball back? Did I miss something here? Did I miss something very big? Let's see. It was 1st and 10. They must have gotten that. They must have said something wrong on the graphic or something there, because it somehow the Jets had a tight end get called for an illegal shift. Yeah, it must have been. That was a graphic error. That was not on the Jets. Oh, it's white time for us. Yes, let's take a look in at that Tampa Bay game there. We'll see if we can sweat some Rachaad White, as there was a fumble. Jalen Hurts fumbles as he was dropping back to throw. He got hit from behind, and the ball just pops out. That is very clearly a fumble. Here we go. Time for some Rachaad White. Start salting the game away, Tampa. Start salting the game away. Mr. Corey, Texas. What's up? What's up, Corey? Have Jets for my Survivor entries. I ended up switching one off of the Jets. Andrew Rivers saying Rachaad White. Yes. Mr. Corey. Yeah, I had the Jets. I ended up changing one of them to the Vikings, which I really love. Oh, as Bo Nix actually completes a deep pass downfield, and the Broncos will be in plus territory now. Oh, man. I'm going to be scared of this one. I've basically got Jets, Vikings, and 49ers as my Survivor picks left to go today. Oh, boy. Andrew saying, don't want white time for us out of context. Yes. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to be sweating that Jets line out here. Let's take a look back in at some of these spreads that we've got going on at the moment. I thought Breece Hall was going to have a big day. Evidently, I was wrong, man. We were all wrong on these. And the Jets now being called for yet another flag. Penalties have been horrendous for this team. They need to have more discipline. But that's going to be pass interference on Michael Carter. And so the Broncos are really in business now. Was that a garbage call? I don't like that call, but I'm very biased here, so I'm just going to leave it be. What else have we got going on? Atlanta is driving once more. Kyle Pitts actually getting in on some of the action, it looks like. No, that's Drake London. 11 penalties for 71 yards for the Jets here. You got to be kidding me so far. But if the Broncos score, the Jets have to continue passing the football. Was looking at Broncos Jets total history, but it didn't seem to move. Are you looking at the history live, or are you looking at the history pregame? Because, yeah, I don't think that this total moved too much pregame. Is Trevor Lawrence trying to run for a first down? Joe Flacco just trying to desperately fight for his life back here. This is a game I could see. I could see Indy losing this game. I could see the Steelers coming back in this one. They're showing some life right now. If they can keep stopping Indy here, this could get pretty ugly. But Joe Flacco deals a dime for a first down right there. History pregame. Yeah, let's take a look at it. Sure. Our history pregame on this one. Yeah, 38.5, 39s. I feel like this one was a combination of everything from the Broncos offense being bad, the Jets both defenses being pretty good, and the conditions being horrible. Not surprising to me that this line ended up where it was. And now you can even get some 16s out there in the marketplace, which are ridiculous. But the Broncos are, I mean, short of a turnover here, the Broncos are scoring points on this drive. As Caleb Williams and the Bears right now are trying to deal now. Let's see, what else do we have going on? Baker Mayfield is just, yeah, that Mike Evans number did not come anywhere close to hitting. Although that's Sterling Shepard making the pass, making the catch there. Bengals have scored again. It is 31-14. And now, yeah, if you, I mean, Panthers could score again and definitely still open up the door for a backdoor cover, but I'm glad I didn't take that 9.5 because that number is not sitting well for us right now. Meanwhile, the Bears are a team worth watching at the moment. They're at their own 35-ish and driving. They're going to get another first down. They're almost to midfield right now. That's a big one for us to watch with some of these live numbers. Javonte Williams getting another carry there. Broncos are moving down the field at the moment. I need one more Jalen Naylor reception here in this Vikings game. That's something. Anybody else on Jalen Naylor overs right now? It's tough with Jordan Addison and everyone that's been out there, but it would be great if he could cash that bet for us. Justin Fields is over his passing number 2 finally. That is very good news for us. Najee Harris, 11.5 receiving yards. He's at 11. This is utterly painful. We're going to need one more out of Najee there to hopefully make it a very, very nice day in that game. Ooh, Panthers busted open a long run. Panthers coming back down the field now. They're going to be at the 33 of the Bengals trying to score a touchdown here and stay in this game as Andy Dalton fake pumps even the cameraman there and then chucks one out of bounds just to avoid the pressure. As the Falcons score another field goal. It's going to be 23-17. This game's still wide open there. Touchdown game for the Saints. Can Derek Carr have a little late magic in him? Jansen Webb says Jags. What did the Jags do? Jags are looking to score touchdowns, score points. As the Broncos score a touchdown as well, the Broncos are going to be up by a point pending this extra point here, but it's 7-6, and oh boy, here comes the major sweat now. Jets offense needs to get going. But fortunately, unlike years past, this is the time when you have to say, okay, Aaron Rodgers needs to step up and do Aaron Rodgers things. Extra point really does matter in this game, and that's also why I'm happy I took the total and not the spread on that one for the Jets. As that extra point is going to be up and good. So it is going to be 7-6 in favor of the Broncos here as the Bears get into the end zone once again. Looks like Caleb Williams just threw another one, unless DeAndre Swift either took that out of the backfield or it looks like it might have been a pass. We'll wait on the replay there to see what happened in that game because that could be a very big Caleb Williams stat booster because it looked like he ripped off a very, very long run there. Yes, that was a run. That was a long run, like a 35, 40-yard run by DeAndre Swift to get into the end zone there and extend this Bears lead. So there we go. Rams backers. Well, let's see what the money line is now. Rams money line. Woof. Well, if you liked it at plus 190, you're going to love it at plus 420 or 560 here. Things are getting down towards the end of it in that game. They're down by 2 scores here, down by 9. Meanwhile, if you want them on the spread, you can get them plus 6.5, which I don't hate there because the Rams can still put up some points. Looks like the Panthers have scored a touchdown. Panthers are now back within 11 points, 10 pending the extra point here. And the Bucks trying to drive right now. Baker Mayfield has looked so dang good, but he takes a sack on that play. Manages to hold on to the football. I don't know how he holds on to this. He had it with one hand and was absolutely getting pressured there, somehow doesn't fumble the football. Going to be 3rd and 14 for the Bucs, though, as the Panthers have made it 31-21. I'm very nervous for the Jets right now. I am very nervous as Baker gets sacked again late. Oh, no, he doesn't. Baker wriggles out of it, throws there's a flag. Derek Carr soars over his completions number, but is still 40 yards short on his passing number. Ooh, Tyler Algier hits 7 attempts. Let's go. We got the Algier number there. Oh, a clean sweep in that game would be so good. That would feel so fantastic if we could get it. Jalen Carter going to be going to the locker room in the Eagles-Bucs game here. Jansen at what? Oh, Rashad White's at 30 yards. He is going backwards. This is problematic. That's going to be a crazy bad beat if we can't get it. That's going to be crazy terrible if we can't get it there. Meanwhile, let's go back to teaser watch here because we are coming up into the fourth quarters now on some of these games, and some of these are going to be, quite frankly, very, very important. We're feeling good obviously on the Vikings plus 8.5. We're not feeling terrible about the Colts plus 8.5, but I'm not ready to say that one is a rocking chair bet by any means. Saints got to keep it close. Saints got to keep going. This could be one that comes back to haunt us here if the Saints can't manage to find a way to keep this game within one score. That could be a potential backdoor cover, potential disaster for us. Rams, they're in it. They're down by 9 right now. Exactly. Because they went for the 2-point conversion and got it. So a field goal and a touchdown. All right. Philly plus 13.5 at plus 104. What do you think? Philly plus 13.5 plus 104. If you've still got Philly, you're getting some Pinnacles at 14. I mean, you're getting better numbers on the 13.5 than plus 104. I see that you're looking at that at FanDuel. You've got a better line at ESPN Bet if you can get the plus 120. Caesars just went to plus 105. I would say personally, you're down 14. You're down 14 and you're getting 13.5. But remember, if they're smart on the math, they go for the 2-point conversion if they score a touchdown, don't they? If Captain Jack is lurking, maybe he has thoughts on that. But I think that if any Eagles fans are in the chat, wish Matt Modi was here to talk to us about this game. But if they go for the 2-point conversion there, that could end up causing some wonky things as the Jets not able to get anything going here. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. Come on, Jets. Come on. Don't lose this game 7-6. I'm not going to say it. Meanwhile, Rams are driving. Looks like DeMarcus Robinson is just the soup du jour for Matt Stafford in this game. My Tyler Johnson bet is cooked. But the Rams be driving. And as I say that, Kyron Williams gets blown up in the backfield. All right. Let's see here. Aaron Rodgers, 3rd down and 10. Man in motion. Blitz coming. Picked up. Launches a dime. And the New York Jets are going to have the ball at the 50. And who else but wide receiver 1, Allison? Nope, that is not. Wow. To give you an idea, that is Williams who makes the catch here for the Jets. I have zero clue who this man is. And I have zero clue who on the depth chart this man is. Is Braylon Allen actually going to go under? I mean, now that you said it, no, he is not. Thankfully, my Javonte Williams has gone over. But I do not think I'm going to get this Braylon Allen under here. But they do need to pass. As there's a flag that's probably going to be on the Jets. You'll forgive me if this is the game that I am most focused on. I have heavy biases towards this game. Rams are driving. Rams are driving really well right now. Tutu Atwell catches one there. Like, let's see, this Rams number is down to plus 5.5. I mean, I still don't hate them to come back and win this game. Like, it's more of a shot, but you know what? If I can still get this number, let me see what FanDuel's got. If FanDuel still has 4-1, I'm jumping in on that because you've got 323 and 3-1 at Bookmaker and Pinnacle. If I can still get this 4-1, I am in. I can still get this 4-1. Yeah, I'm in. All right, it's giving me the spinning wheel. Bang! We're in. All right, I'm in on the Rams. You by way of Brooklyn, Tom. I am not. I am from Essex County, Nutley, New Jersey. But I've certainly spent a lot of time out there. My sister actually went to school in the Bronx. She went to Fordham. All right, got to get this bet real quick registered on my sheet. But yeah, 4-1. I'll take some Rams 4-1 there. I didn't go a full unit, but I'm taking a shot on that one. You have 3-1s all around everywhere else in the market. I can't seem to, Mr. Court. This is why I love you guys. Everybody having like I know that I can ask chat and they're gonna have an answer for me. I can't seem to find an instance of Sirianni going for 2 down 14 in my logs. Like, thank you, much appreciated there. So yeah, they're probably not going to go for the 2-point conversion. So maybe that's something to take into account when you're betting this one. I'm personally just staying away because the Eagles defense hasn't been able to stop them. I feel like Tampa could put one more salted away drive together if they really want to. But absolutely going to be rooting for the Rams heavy here. Meanwhile, let's take a look in at some of these other games. Indy has scored again. It is 24-10 now in favor of the Colts over the Steelers. That's great for our teasers. Buccaneers, though, not going to be doing anything on this drive. It is 4th and 12. They're going to punt this ball away. Meanwhile, there's a flag in the Jacksonville Texans game. It looks to be on the Texans, and we'll see where that goes. First and goal here for the Saints. So here we go. First and goal for the Saints. There was a penalty on the Falcons for offsides. These are the games that we definitely, just 2 years with Sirianni coaching the Eagles, hard to know for sure what they will do. That's very true. But I feel like that is one of the tendencies that you can pick up pretty quickly. You know, like coaches don't change that philosophy all that much. And if they do, they don't revert back. And now another penalty on the Texans is going to push them back even further. A legal shift there. Alvin Kamara gets stuffed at the 5. It's going to be 2nd down and goal here for the Saints. Buccaneers, 52-yard field goal attempt. Going to be good. 33-16 now in that game. Yeah, I just don't have a desire to play the Eagles in this one. I don't think that they have the horses that they need to really get back in this game. And a really, really interesting call going on the sideline there for the Jets. It looks like they're going to have a completion and a 1st down, which is something that we do love to see. Rams here, 2nd down and 10. They really should get a touchdown on this drive if they want to keep in this game. They are at the 36 of the Bears, and the Jets are now driving. We may be cashing this over. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. All right. Rams, Stafford did not see the free rusher there, and he goes down. That's going to be a big sack, and they're going to be 3rd and long here. And that Rams bet all of a sudden looking even longer in this one. But, you know, I'm okay with the process that got us there. I'm okay with the process. We were getting an entire extra we were getting an extra dollar on the line. I'll take that. As Alan Lazard gets flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct, bro, the Jets penalties are just absolutely killing us here. Alan Lazard gets flagged for the dumbest. He put up the finger guns. And that is what got him an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I can't. Oh, he spun the ball and put up the this is dumb. these are grown men playing a game. Let them talk a little bit of trash. Like, that is just absolutely absurd. So now it's 1st and 10 for the Jets from the 34-yard line. Rams are coming out. It's going to be Joshua Carty for a very, very long field goal attempt here. Finger guns totally out of line. No place for that in the game today. Going to be a 52-yard attempt here. There is some wind blowing for the Rams kicker, Joshua Carty. His field goal is up, going against the wind. It's going to curve back in. It is good. 24-19, 24-18. Now the score in Rams Chicago. Justin Fields just launches one into the second row here, but the Pittsburgh Steelers attempting to drive here. They are in the red zone. Pittsburgh Steelers in the red zone, down 2 scores right now. Jerry says, gonna make it. Yes, he did. He did make it. Andrew Rivers says, just plain disrespectful. I completely agree. 2nd and 6 here for the Jets at the 29. They're going to hand the ball off. And Braylon Allen, here we go. Braylon Allen gets the first down, and he is going to cash you that over on the 7.5. Now, it would be really cool if they don't run him again. And you get, he has one more in him, and we can middle our bets here. Andrew, we can middle the bet if you get, if we land on 8. You win, I win, everybody's happy. Eagles attempting to drive. Saints attempting a 4th down play, and they do not get it. So the Saints, 4th and goal, do not get the touchdown. They do not convert, and Atlanta will take over on downs. And this is one that's going to be squeaky bum time for our teasers here. 4 minutes to play. Falcons up by 6. If they score, we're done. If the Falcons score, we need garbage. We need a backdoor cover on the teaser. If not, we're going to win. So we'll see on that one. Jets, meanwhile, need to continue driving here. I see 7 carries. Yeah, we're at 7 here. I thought we were up to 8. So we can get one more. We're at 7 carries right now on Braylon Allen. We have one more that we can get. Bears, meanwhile, 1st down. They're going to run the ball and get nothing on that one. Jerry saying, can Lawrence pick it up? That is a great, great question. We really need some Trevor Lawrence. If you don't mind, I'm going to check in on my prop markets as well here. Rashad is down to 30 yards now. He just keeps going under. Maybe we could get a negative 20-yard reception from Mike Evans. That would be cool. Tyler Johnson is not doing anything. That's cool. Maybe Tyler Johnson's not playing. That's what I'm rooting for right now. I'm rooting for a void. Stafford hit the number I needed. There you go, Jeff. We like to see that. I am 8 Derek Carr passing yards away from cashing everything on this Falcons game for me. I had 4 props in this game. I need 8 more Derek Carr passing yards. Trevor Lawrence, yeah, I don't think he's leading the league in passing this week, which is going to sink things for me, but we need 60 more out of him. Jalen Naylor still needs 1 more reception in the 4th quarter here. That would be quite nice. Najee Harris has sailed over his receiving yard number now. He's at 43. Justin Fields sails over, and I'll take the L on Anthony Richardson with the injury, is what it is. Would be cool if Vlad Guerrero and Corbin Carroll home run. All right, that's my prop update on what I personally have, which I know is probably a little bit similar to what a lot of you have if you're using the blitz numbers from our fine man, Derek Carty. As the Steelers, Justin Fields gets the TD himself, and it's going to be 24-17 there, 24-16 pending the extra point in that game. Meanwhile, the Bears get a flag that for a false start on a 3rd and 2. It's going to make it 3rd and 7 for them there. All right, Jets, Jets. That game's coming back from commercial, and I will be praying. Falcons not doing anything on this drive here right now. But that was, I believe it was 1st and 10. Maybe it was, yes, it was 1st and 10. It's not going to be 2nd and 10 for them. All right, Braylon Allen is in the backfield here, 1st and 10 for the Jets. They pass it instead to Garrett Wilson on a screen, and he goes nowhere. They're teasing us. They're teasing us, Andrew, with this Braylon Allen. Teasing us with Braylon Allen there. What other games do we want to see here? What other games are we looking at? Let's go, everyone. We need to cash those tickets. Yes, we do. Come on, Jeff. We like it. We like it. We're here to cash some tickets. This is a fun stream. I'm happy. I'm having fun. I love hanging out with you guys. especially because there were some games that were looking ugly here, but we're actually coming down to it with some good contests. We got half the slate really in play here. The Bengals-Panthers game, interesting for potential teaser value. No, because that's the live number. What was the pregame number again? Come on, Raj. Yes, come on. Come on, JETS. Don't do this to me. I can't decide if I'm upset because this is the kind of game that we really should be putting it away and we shouldn't be in this position. But the flip side of that is it is such a disaster out. I understand the offense not being there. As Rodgers goes into the empty back set, is he going to run with this one or is he going to he's going to try and throw it, but then he takes it, tries to run, only gets 2 yards. Jets are going to be kicking a field goal to at least take a 9-7 lead. And also put us in a position where we could be in really bad shape on our over 19 and a half. As the Eagles punt it away down by 18 points with 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Panthers trying to drive and make this one a game here for us. As I can also tell you already here, because my feed is definitely a little bit delayed, but the Broncos, Jets have gotten the score. It is 9-7 now on the backs of 3 Greg Zuerleins. God, it keeps freaking me out because his kicks keep going this way, and it looks like they didn't go in, but they went in, and it scares me every time, even though I literally watched the number tick up on the screen and I knew that they already got it. You got Jets minus 2.5 at plus 105 if you're interested. I don't recommend taking that. Meanwhile, let's see what else we've got going on in contest right now. Doesn't look like there's anything much to phone home about at the moment. Jaguars going to be the team that we're really watching here because we need more Trevor Lawrence yards. They're at their own 16, but they're running the ball right now. Would be cool if we get some. They've still got to pass the ball. You're up 3 points. You're not trying to salt the game away with 8 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. They're still going to be passing this ball. Jerry saying stop running the damn ball. I fully agree. You have to pass a little bit, mostly for us. Panthers are driving, man. Panthers are driving. I think they're going to get a score here. Joe Flacco has now thrown 2 passing touchdowns in this game for the Colts as he is coming in to try and do something. The Packers are celebrating something. I don't know what you could really be celebrating. It is a touchdown. Okay, Dontavian Wicks catches one. It is 28-14. Vikings have slowed down in the second half. Hey, Trevor Lawrence throws a completion for 10 yards there. There we go. That's the kind of stuff that we need. And it's Brian Thomas Jr. No one cares but fantasy points. Oh, Dontavian Wicks was so wide open, he might as well have been in this room. There was no one around him. All right, Rams have the ball at their own 8. Kyron Williams trying to bounce something out to the outside. He gets nowhere on that one on first down. He's going to be backed up. Rams have to drive the length of the field. They have 6 minutes to really do it. Still have 2 timeouts. So if they do have to punt the ball away, they can. But things are looking sketch for Los Angeles at the moment here. Mike Tomlin doesn't understand the down 8, go for 2. No, he does not, which is really annoying. All right, let's see. Where do we want to go? Who do we want to look at here? I'm looking at the Saints because Derek Carr has the football on 1st and 15 and uncorks a long bomb down the field that's caught. That's caught by Chris Olave, but there's a flag on the play. Please don't be holding because this could get us over our Derek Carr passing number. It is this penalty, and it is on the Saints, which is bad for us. So it is still first down. I'm not sure exactly what the call was. But Derek Carr's still sitting on 188 passing yards as far as my numbers have it, which is not fun because that was absolutely a dime and also would have been great for our teasers. The Rams are trying to drive here, 3rd and 7. They throw a screen pass. It does not get there. Get stonewalled. It'll be 4th and 3. 5 minutes to play. Do you go for it and just say, hey, you know what? This is the game. Honestly, I would be aggressive and go for it. I don't punt the ball away here. But that's the Madden player in me. Derek Carr throws short for 4 yards or so. And the Rams do punt this ball away on 4th and 2. So now we're going to need a stop. It was a booming punt. And the Bears will return it a little bit. They'll get it to their 33. Olave and Carr overs, Andrew. I know I've got Carr overs here. This is the last one I need. If he can just get a couple more passing yards, that would be great. But I would really love if this game stays on the teasers. Looks like I'm going to get that. Oh, you had the Olave one, and that would have clinched it for you. That run, that play that got called back. I'm sorry to hear that, man. That's tough. Carr does go almost over there. He was at 191, and it looks like he's going to be over his passing number with that ball. Meanwhile, Broncos that have 2nd and 1 now. And actually, as far as teaser relevancy goes, depending on the number you've got, I have Jets -2 in teasers, which is not good with the current score line, as the Broncos are already to midfield. Jets defense needs to step it up here. Yeah, depending on where you got a Jets teaser at, you could really be looking at this and saying, ooh, do ties push or do ties win? Am I the only one who thinks the Atlanta coach looks up and watches the screen a whole lot? I've noticed some coaches that really do that, and I don't love it. As I casually look up the teaser rules at my shop. I wish my teaser rules at the book I'm looking at would tell me. Anyone know if Bet Buckeye is teasers win or push? That's what I'm looking for there. Meanwhile, let's see. Where can we go? Where can we go around the board right now? He seems to look up as if he needs to. I saw Mark Sanchez do a lot of that, and the Broncos are running all over the Jets right now. This could come down to an Aaron Rodgers drive to win the game here. Oh, boy. The Jets defense needs to step it up. Bears are starting to churn and run out the clock here. You would think the Bucs would want to burn the clock. Come on, they keep passing. We were so close on that white line. I know, seriously, they need to run the football a little bit more here. I think on this next drive they'll do that, because the Eagles have the ball right now. But after that, it really becomes true clock mode for the Bucs. Oh, I'm going to be sweating this game. What's really surprising, I have Bet365 notifications coming through that I'm cashing overs when the game is still going on. Like, that's surprising that they're paying that they pay out overs before the game is over. I don't hate it, but it's surprising. Jets defense not tackling. It'll be 3rd down and 3 here, and it'll be a very important 3rd and 3 as the Denver Broncos are in field goal range. And a field goal would put us at 19 and require us to get a last-second score here. Ugh. Looks like Darnold might have just thrown an interception, and all of a sudden, Green Bay coming back. I had high hopes for Lawrence. I said that, yeah, I had high hopes for him too. It looked like a great positive game script. Indy kicking a field goal to make it a 10-point game again, and that is good. Indy leading by 10 with 6 minutes to go. Jets stonewall them on 3rd down. Here we go. It'll be a field goal attempt for the Broncos to take a 1-point lead here. And And they're going to make it. They do get the field goal there. So the Broncos take a 10-9 lead. And here we go. I hate being on this side of the survivor sweat, but we are on the survivor sweat here for the Jets. As the Rams get into the end zone, question mark? No, it is still 24-18 in that game with 2 minutes to play. And that was a replay that they were showing. I do not think the Rams are winning this game. 3rd and 6 here for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. It's a big one. They really need this if they want to realistically have any chance to keep going in this game. Although I feel like you have to go for it on this 4th down. Doesn't matter. They get it anyway. They're at the 50. Bears are going to have a big 3rd down here because the Rams are out of timeouts. It's going to be the 2-minute warning. If they get the stop here, they will have one last chance to walk down the field and win the game. Jansen says one more score for this Jets game. Yes. Carolina has made it a 7-point game against Cincinnati here. It is 31-24. Corey says, Tom, do you look at live point spread money line and take hope in the Jets winning? Yes, but some of that is also that they were the favorites in the game. Oh, Saints coming right down the field here looking to score. Yes, I hope the market is correct here, but I am liking the fact that the Jets are still favored. 9 minutes to play. You have to figure this is why you have Aaron Rodgers. This is why you bring him in for these games. And this is absolutely going to be, I've almost finished this Ghost, which is just, woo, the nerves are, the nerves are absolutely there right now, as you can tell by the fidgeting that's going on. I've got enough caffeine going through me to kill a horse. As I kill the rest of that thing. That's been the secret to my Sundays here. It's a mix of pregame line and current condition. But it does make me feel good. If you are coming down the field, this is the time to really be doing it. We need Rodgers to be Rodgers here and get the touchdown and win this football game. Meanwhile, C.J. Stroud is trying to be C.J. Stroud here as he gets a 1st down for the Texans. They are driving, trying to go for the win against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Packers into the end zone. We have a game. Here. It is 20 because the Packers do know the go for 2 down 8 rule. And it is going to be 28-22 in Minnesota, Green Bay. Down 14. They go for the 2-point conversion and get it. So now they are down 6. Meanwhile, the Saints are at the 1, and I think they just tried to QB sneak Derek Carr. It did not go anywhere. So it'd be 2nd and goal, minute 48 to play. Falcons have no timeouts left. Saints still have 2, but they don't really need to use them here. I'm running on pre-workout C4 and Zyn, the Holy Trinity. Good Lord, Andrew. Why are you doing that and watching this stream? You should be running a marathon. I'm definitely going to have to go to the gym tonight. Meanwhile, doesn't look like the Saints got there on 2nd and goal. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. Going to be 3rd and goal from the 1. Jets starting their drive. Going to be nerves of steel there. Big play coming up for the Rams out of this 2-minute warning. Yes, monster play for the Rams here on 3rd and 5. They need to get the stop here if they're going to win. If they're going to have any shot to win this football game. Caleb Williams going to go over his passing yard mark for me. Going to go under it. It looks like, which I like a lot. But here we go. This is the game for the Rams. It's not a handoff. It's an option to Williams. He keeps it. He does not get there. 4th and 3 upcoming here. All right, Aaron Rodgers, I need you to stop looking like a distracted old man out there, and I need you to start looking like someone who wants to win this football game. 4th and 3. Bears are going for it. Here we go. 4th and 3 for the Rams. Are they going to go for it, or are they going to call the timeout? Because they're definitely going to take this one all the way down to the minute 15 mark here. Try and give as little time as possible. Doesn't look like they're going for it. 8 seconds left on the clock, on the play clock here. We'll see if they try and quick snap this one or not. They do not they're going to take the delay of game penalty and punt this ball away. Either that or they're taking the timeout here. They take the timeout. We'll see what they do after this. Meanwhile, third down for the Jets here. All 3 timeouts still, 3rd and 1. Let's tune in. Let's check up on that. Check up on that market there with Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen still sitting on 7 attempts, but this is absolutely where you should be. You have to think this is where you go to Braylon Allen, and they do. And he gets the first. Oh, that's not Braylon Allen. Yes, it is. That is Braylon Allen who gets it. We are at 8 rushing attempts for Braylon Allen here. Andrew, we are at our middle. We are at our perfect middle here. Let's pray that we get there. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh, 24-27 now. They are trying to make their way back in this game. Bears are going to punt the ball away. Rams are going to have 1 minute, 13 seconds to drive down the field, win this game, and let us cash some beautiful, beautiful money line tickets if we get there. Jets have a first down now. Aaron Rodgers is back to pass out of the empty back set. He's running around looking for someone open, finds Garrett Wilson, who gets the 10-yard reception up to the 50. Let's go. Jets, Jets, baby. All right. Great punt there from the Bears, it looks like. They're going to pin they're going to pin the Rams back deep. Oh, wow. Flawless punt. Lands at the 5, bounces. And yeah, the Rams are going to get the ball at about their 6 or 7 yard line. Meanwhile, here, you got to think in the Buccaneers game, this is Rachaad White time. 33-16, the score right now. They have the ball with 4th and 10. Aaron Rodgers running for another gain there. Jets are officially in plus territory. Baker Mayfield still passing the ball, I guess, but you have to think this is Rachaad White time in Tampa. How are they still throwing this ball? Derek Carr, his number was at 17.5 completions. He's at 28. That's wild. As the Saints, by the way, do take the lead in that game. So here we go. 1 minute to play. Kirk Cousins and the Falcons going to have a chance to go down the field and win this game. And oh no, did Stafford throw a pick? Oh, Stafford throws a pick. He was hit as he throws, but that's not going to be roughing the passer. And that is going to do it. We do not win our Bears-Rams ticket there. Stafford throws a pick. That game is going to end. We got kneels downs. Ugh. We got kneel downs in that game. We can lock the doors on that one and say goodbye to that potential ticket. RIP. RIP the Rams. Who do still cover teasers, though, if I'm not mistaken. Or was that a line that wasn't that good for teasers? It was +3. You might have had a teaser there. If you did, I didn't. But if you did, good for you. You're going to cash that leg at the very least. 3rd down and 1 for the Jets here at the 43-yard line. And they just barely get the play off. Aaron Rodgers immediately under pressure, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to fumble the football, but he is down. Oh, boy. That is a terrible sack for the Jets to take right there. And now Aaron Rodgers is hurt again. Bro, no way. All right. He's walking. But the Jets are going to punt this. Oh, the Jets are going to lose this football game. Oh, very scary. Very scary moment here. It was definitely not a fumble, but oh my God, if Aaron Rodgers is hurt again. White's at 37 yards. We got the Rachaad White over. We're hitting the Rachaad White over here. Oh, I don't like the fact that they are. All right, Rodgers is on the bench, but he's not being tended to by the trainers. Jets are punting away from midfield on 4th and 8 as you have to, but now they're going to have to. They've got 3 timeouts. You have to make a stop here. Have to make a stop. Have to make a stop. Punt is going to go to the 16. Texans really trying to drive here. They've got 2.5 minutes, but there's another flag on the play. And that Jets line is officially switched. They are no longer the favorites here. Oh boy. Let's hope Aaron Rodgers isn't too badly hurt on that one. As you can tell, I'm a little distracted on that game. All right, first down for the Broncos goes only 30, only to the 20 here, 3-yard gain. Really poor Saints coverage. Yeah, Saints are dropping back and just trying to win this game by playing the prevent defense, which is never a good idea. Looks like Aaron Rodgers might have actually fumbled that ball, but fortunately the Jets catch a rare break there as it's another run for the Broncos. They're going to have 3rd and 5. So the Jets defense holding strong here. Meanwhile, a punt by the Colts, 2:41. Justin Fields is going to have that to go to work as he's going to be from his own 15. All right, here we go. We're coming down to the witching hour. Let's get some of these streams going here. We've got Falcons Saints. We've got Steelers Colts. We've got Jets Broncos. And we have Jags Texans. Those are the big games right now coming down to the wire at the moment. Big games coming down to the wire here with drives. Falcons are right on the doorstep here. They are at the 40 of the Saints, trying to go for the right now. Kirk Cousins uncorking a long one for the touchdown, but it is going to be just a little bit overthrown there. Meanwhile, incomplete pass in New York, and the Broncos are going to punt the ball away. Aaron Rodgers getting loose on the sideline here. 4th and 4. 4th and 4 here. Broncos punting. Younghoe Koo coming into the game pretty soon here for the Falcons. It looks like. Whew, here we go. All right. Jets receive the punt. They're going to start this drive from their own 33. Falcons, 3rd and 10. They drop back to pass. They need to pick up some yardage. Kirk Cousins looking for it all. He doesn't get any of it. Man, what a mistake there. You had to go underneath and at least get in a field goal range because you've got 7 seconds left and it's 4th and 10 now, and that's a long field goal attempt. I don't like that play at all. You had McLeod in the flat. I don't like that play from Kirk Cousins there. Saints defense may hold on here. Meanwhile, 2-minute warning between the Steelers and the Colts. Colts up 27-24. Aaron Rodgers wincing in pain in the Jets game with his leg. Hopefully, he is still fine. Koo is going to be attempting the field goal here for the win at the last second. It is a 58-yard attempt for Koo in the Saints-Falcons game here. Rodgers' first down pass is completed. He's going to have the Jets up to the 40 here on 2nd down. Meanwhile, kick is up and good. Falcons take a 26-24 lead with 2 seconds to play over the Saints in this one. 2 minutes, 13 seconds here in New York. 2nd and 2 for the Jets from their own 40. Falcons are going to win this game, it looks like, barring a miracle here for the Saints. Jets, meanwhile, Rodgers takes the pass, quick release, gets the first down at the 45. Jets looking for a field goal that would push teasers and win, win money lines, and cash our in-game over here at 19.5. Jags Texans is not going over is a terrible beat. That is absolutely brutal. Meanwhile, Tampa Philly has gone final. Tampa wins that game. Koo, 58-yard field goal is good. Jacksonville, that is a brutal one. And let me see how that number fares out for Trevor Lawrence too. Absolutely brutal. He finishes with 178. Houston really trying to, 178. The game's not over necessarily yet. It is a 3-point game here. The Jacksonville Jaguars the Houston Texans are in the red zone. Houston Texans in the red zone here. I'm going to move that game to my screen because this Saints game is pretty much over. If the Jags hold them to a field goal, we go to overtime, and all of a sudden these Trevor Lawrence numbers can start going over. Meanwhile, Bengals looking to salt the game away. 3 minutes left. They're trying to drive on 2nd and 7 from the Panthers 34, trying to drive and just finish this one out. They're almost in field goal range. They should be able to get a win there. But hey, plenty of time still remaining there. Michael saying having Korean barbecue tonight. Jerry, that's what I'm talking about. And the game is going to end. Saints are going to lose. Overtime would be great in this Jacksonville game. I would not mind more overs and more points here. And we're down to 4 games remaining on the slate here, so I can take off red zone too. All right. We've got some sweats coming down to the wire here. Let's take a look. 2 minutes to play, just under 2 minutes to play in the Colts Pittsburgh Steelers game. Steelers going no huddle here. They have 1 timeout remaining. They are at their own 40. And the snap early before Justin Fields expects it. He's going to get the ball, but they're going to get sacked, and they're going to be down for a long second down play here. That is not bueno for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just was not ready for the snap. Not on Justin Fields there. That is absolutely the center's fault. Bengals, 3rd down and 4. Panthers need a stop here if they want to keep this game alive. Could also be a big deal if you have that Panthers 9.5 in game that we did see some options on, because a score here would take them out, and that's going to be a jump. We'll see which side it is on between the Panthers and the Bengals. A first down looking like it's looming here for the Panthers. Yes, encroachment, first down Bengals. That might just do it here. They might not even need to kick the field goal. If they were to get one more first down, this game will be over. And that could be big. That could be big for saving your skin on a Panthers play there. Meanwhile, 3rd down and 22 for the Steelers, 3rd and 3 for the Texans, and second down and 10 for the Jets. All games under 2 minutes to play, 1 minute left in the Jacksonville game here. One more first down ought to do it for the Bengals. Justin Fields on second down, dumps it off to Najee Harris, who gets some yardage back, but it's still going to be 4th down and long. Oh, man, I am sweating. Sweating. All right. Houston at the 8-yard line, 3rd down and 3. Stroud drops back to pass, looking to throw, gets the first down, but not the touchdown. But the Texans will be down to the 2 with a minute to play. Steelers on 4th down do not get it, and they are going to lose this football game. Colts win outright as 2.5 point underdogs. The Jets here, don't tell me Garrett Wilson just dropped that pass. Oh, hideous. 3rd down and 10 here for the Jets. They're 4 for 15 on 3rd down today, and they need this one. Here we go. I can hear the TV downstairs. 3rd down, uncorks it. No one comes back. It's going to be 4th down and 10. The Jets are going to lose this football game. I am so mad. Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, Colts officially win. That game is going final right now. Bengals got backed up. It's going to be 2nd down and 19 with 2.5 to play. All right, here we go. Jets 4th down and 10. And Rodgers is going to get sacked. And all right. We're getting there on the Jets. Oh, Jets. They're killing me. They do have all 3 timeouts. But we are really sitting at 19 points on a 19.5 over. God, you got to be kidding me, Jets. You needed to come out and win this football game. Meanwhile, here are the other games to sweat right now as we are coming up on the end of what is left here. Jacksonville and Houston is the game that bears the most watching. Oh, Green Bay. That's another one that's on the slate. Because Green Bay just casually started coming back. All right, trying to pull up this Green Bay game as well because that could be something worth watching. And the Texans do get the touchdown here. They are going to go up by 3 at least. Trevor Lawrence is going to, have a chance for a Hail Mary. Chance for a Hail Mary, which could get us to our overs. There's going to be 18 seconds left. Texans are going to be up by 4 in that one. As Jerry says, Houston scores the TD. Yeah, they do. 18 seconds to go, up by 3, pending the extra point here. Yes, Lawrence long pass. That's what we need. Looks like Green Bay fans are starting to leave Lambeau. So this game should be about over. Minnesota up by 9, 4 minutes to play here. 2nd down and 10 for the Broncos. Jets run defense needs to come up big here if they want to get the stop, although a field goal would be pretty cool for us as far as cashing a bet. Bo Nix is going to have the ball himself. Throws it, gets the completion. Going to be 3rd down and 5. Going to be 3rd down and 5 here for the Broncos. Right on the cusp of field goal range. Would they go for the field goal or go for it? This 3rd down play is going to be pretty big for determining that. Personally think you have to go for it if they're in there. All right, 3rd down and 5. I should have faded the Jets. I really should have faded the Jets too. This is just such a Jets game. 3rd down and 5 for Denver here. Out of the shotgun, going to go empty backfield. Bo Nix is going to take it himself. He's not going to get there. It's going to be a timeout. Jets are going to have a minute 30, no timeouts to work with. All right, the Jets defense holds strong there. They're going to give the offense one last chance. Not that the offense has done anything so far today. Jacksonville takes the ball out of the end zone, does get a flag. We'll see what that's going to be. Trevor Lawrence, long throw. Let's go. Summoning circle here. Let's get it, guys. Let's get one long one. Huckleberry Finn, by the way, what's up? Thanks for joining us here. And a reminder to everybody, by the way, if you want to see the Unabated tools in action, head to unabated.com/demo. And we will get you a demo of the Unabated toolkit. I will walk you through everything you need to know personally. Legal block in the back, so it's going to be even longer for Jacksonville here. Going to be even longer for Jacksonville, so let's just have Trevor Lawrence throw for 60 more yards. That would be pretty cool. As on 3rd and 12, it looks like the Vikings convert for the 1st down. Kick is up and no good. Kick is no good. Broncos with 1:27 to play. Missed the field goal. It's going to still be 10-9. We need this for our over. Come on, Aaron Rodgers. Come on. Let's go. Let's get it here. Let's get it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Jets are going to have field position. Not a lot of time, but if there's any Rodgers magic still available, this would be the time. But please get at least into good field goal range. Don't make Greg Zuerlein kick another one. I can't handle this. I cannot handle these nerves. 2nd and 10 for the Jacksonville Jaguars here, down 4. This is it. They're going to need to throw for a long one. How do Jets fans do this every week? So the thing is, most weeks we don't have to do this because we're just so terrible. This is the first year we've had to actually care about this stuff. Bengals do hit that field goal. That's brutal for anyone who had that 9.5 in-game for the Panthers. Jags trying to Houston hook and ladder play. They have hooked it. They have not laddered it. And oh dear, is that a safety? No, they're going to be down at the 2, and that's going to end that game. Jacksonville loses. We lose our Trevor Lawrence overs. RIP in pepperonis. Meanwhile, Jets here, 2nd down and 1 from midfield. They only need about 20. Aaron Rodgers going up for it. Doesn't get it, but pass interference on the defense. Pass interference on the defense here. Oh, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Yeah, that is pass interference. That is 1,000% pass interference. All right, throwing some of these games up here on the screen. Jets are going to be in business, but they need more yardage. They need more yardage. Do not make Greg Zuerlein kick a long field goal here. Please, I beg of you, do not do it. Do not do it. Guys, you are sweating this one out for me in real time. This is the sweat of all sweats right now. Rodgers empty backfield, throws it short, dropped. Packers, Packers not looking great here. All right, minute and a half for Andy Dalton to try and cover that 9.5 number for the Panthers. They're not going to win the game, but they could cover that 9.5. What was that line pregame? Pregame 4.5. So a touchdown is really big. A touchdown for the Panthers is big for some people. Meanwhile, here we go. 2nd down and 10, 1 minute to go. Jets right on the outside of field goal range right here. They're going to get 5 yards on that play, and they're going to move into field goal territory. And the Denver Broncos are going to call a timeout, trying to save some time for their potential answer should the Jets kick a game-winning field goal in this game with absolutely horrific conditions. Oh, my Lord. This is all going to come down to a Greg Zuerlein field goal, and he has been so close on so many of these today. I am very scared. I am very, very frightened, ladies and gentlemen. That is how we are dealing with this game right now. Incredibly, incredibly afraid. Panthers are driving. 30 seconds left. They're still trying to get us the backdoor cover here, though. They're at midfield. They're not going to get it. just answering that question there. Andy Dalton throws short. 24 seconds to go. They would need a miracle there if they want to get the backdoor cover on this game. The Jets, meanwhile, 3rd down and 6. Denver with 1 timeout, 56 seconds to play. They're on their own 35. Aaron Rodgers chucks one long, and it's not going to get there. No pass interference call. And here we go. It's going to come down to a Greg Zuerlein field goal, and Aaron Rodgers is beaten up. Oh, joy. All right. Here we go, guys. Here we go in these awful conditions. Andrew saying, what are the Jets doing? That's a great question, Andrew. That's a great question. Here we go. Greg Zuerlein for the win. No good. Oh, I knew that was coming. Did I not call it? Did I not call it? And the Jets are going to lose this game and kill 1.5 million teasers. You had to get in range there. You had to get in range for that one. Oh, that is brutal. All right, ladies and gents. Oof. On that terrible disappointment, it is time to end. Yep, teasers are just, as Clockwork says in the Discord, teasers are just a tax I pay every week to make you look square because, well, if the Jets go down and kill a bunch of them in flames once again as they lose this game, and even more people out here in survivor pools. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here again with me for another great week. Yep, survivor over for you too, Corey. Oh, man. Sorry to hear it, guys. And the 19.5 doesn't get there. This is just absolutely brutal all around for us. But hey, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back again next week. Appreciate you all being here. Take care, and let's cash some tickets. Best of luck on the late games, everyone.